Are you a lifelong fan of General Hospital?
Are you a new fan who wants to know more about the history of the show?
Do you enjoy talking about the show with others?
Do you find yourself yelling at the TV?
Is your self-care an hour a day in Port Charles?
If so, we invite you to join hosts
Amanda Kimmel
and Shannon Coach at the place where all the hidden conversations take place and secrets are revealed.
Meet us at Pier 54,
a General Hospital fan podcast.
Hello.
Hello.
Welcome to the General Hospital recap for February 1st through 5th.
Do you want me to say it? I can't believe it's February.
If you're new to the show, Amanda says it every month. Every now and again, I get it stuck in, whatever. So I do have a couple announcements this week. First, a couple things that we forgot to talk about on last week's show.
Uh-oh.
Number one, Britt's hand was shaking.
Yes. You know what?
I skip over it.
I don't think I put that in my notes because when I watched it, when I watched it, I was like, Shannon's going to be all over this. And then we totally forgot.
Yeah, we got sidetracked. That's why I have my list and I cross it off.
Yes.
As we go through. This week, I am a hot mess with my list, just so we know. There is no rhyme or reason to anything that I started off nicely and I have, yeah.
But this week kind of went in a good sequence, so we'll be fine.
It did. And is Tracy gone now? Because that's how she leaves. So is she done now?
I would assume so.
Until next December when she comes back. So Jane Elliott was on Stephen Bradford's show and she called them out for not watching the show.
I love that.
She goes, do you guys not watch the show? And Steve's like, yeah, we're famously known for that. Because, I think that they asked her if she'd always been with Luke. Or if that was a newer
What?
Right. They asked her something but basically that was the...
And was she like, are you not aware that I have 2 children by not Luke? What the heck?
I don't know.
Oh my gosh.
I don't know if they realize. I don't know. Bradford tends to do a little bit more research than Steve. So I think that he could probably do some math there.
Yeah.
But I don't know. But it was an excellent interview. It gave me the chills. It was so good. And if she's gone, I'm going to miss her for the next year.
Maybe it won't take a year.
Maybe.
I don't know anything that's coming up. Oh, maybe Lulu will finally come out of her thing, her coma.
So she did say, because they asked, what brought you back this time? And she said, Luke's daughter was in a coma.
Mm-hmm. So maybe she'll come out of the coma and then she'll come back for that.
Didn't come back for her own daughter.
Of course not. Of course not.
And Luke, Lois is still missing in action.
It was a very long flight, okay?
Yeah. It's still going.
Still there.
And then some sad news. On February 1st, on the evening of his 47th birthday, Tyler Christopher was arrested again for public intoxication. So if we could just think about him, because he's got some stuff going on. This is not the first time.
Right.
And we're not like all into the gossipy stuff, but it was like right on my...
Maybe he was just over celebrating his birthday.
Yeah, but the last time... You know, I hate to see this stuff happen to anybody, period.
Right.
But
so hopefully if he needs help, he can get it.
I hope so. And then I guess it kind of segues into our Port Charles 411 on Thursday. In honor of Valentine's Day, we're going to talk about Monica and all her lovers.
I don't know that that's in honor of Valentine's Day, that she had quite a few male friends.
Love. It was spirit of love.
In the spirit of lust?
In the spirit of lust.
In the spirit of lust.
There was a couple loves in there, though.
There was, but it was in the spirit of lust.
Very good. Anyway, we're going to be talking about that. And part of it has to do with Monica's alcoholism, which segue into...
Yes. I liked it. Yes. Yeah, I was very surprised. No.
That just... See, because I even forgot to write that down.
Good job.
Yeah.
Yes, so Monica was leading the AA meeting, and Curtis was there. That was, great.
Yes. I thought that Curtis's...
I thought his was pills, not alcohol.
I thought so, too.
Maybe, is there one that handles both? I love asking you questions like you're the authority on this.
Well, because NA is Narcotics Anonymous.
Right.
So I don't know. Maybe they just don't have enough people.
Maybe.
To do... But I feel like it's not quantity, it's quantity.
Right.
Quality, not...
I knew what you meant.
Yeah, hopefully you did, too. Okay, so I was under the same impression, and I was really trying to figure out.
Because I'm pretty sure we've seen him
say it either.
Right, and maybe he was just there for emotional support to get Alexis there.
I loved how he approached her and said, you're going to find more answers in there than you are out here.
Yes.
And just walked right in.
Mm-hmm.
You know, no...
Right, he didn't really give her a choice. It was like, follow me, we're going in here.
Yeah.
So she did good. I felt like her breakthrough was very honest.
It was so good. And I love that she was honest about the fact that she didn't want to stop drinking.
Yeah.
And she asked for help.
I still don't understand how if you intentionally inject someone with something, there is a bail set on you and you can go out and about.
Especially when, although Tracy set her up, the behaviors that led to her being set up were there.
Right.
And made it believable.
Yes.
Which is why Tracy chose the method that she did. And she's been known lately to be so spontaneous. And not spontaneous because that sounds so fun.
Reckless.
Yes, thank you.
So yeah, I felt like that part was not believable.
Yeah.
You're not getting out of jail.
And I'm sorry, you don't get to sit in the commissioner's private office.
Right. They don't care who you are. They want you to be embarrassed. If you cared, you should have not done whatever you did.
Exactly. And she's not an attorney anymore. So what does it matter if the squad room sees her? It's not like they have to go up against her in court or something.
Right. And I would think it'd be more embarrassing to lose your attorney license than to be arrested for being drunk.
I absolutely agree. I have to tell you, though, I'm hoping that they put Martin and Alexis together. I said it before.
Wow.
I jokingly said it, put her with Martin, but he is calling her out.
He is.
And she's fighting back.
Yeah. Maybe further down the road.
Yes, absolutely.
She needs a lot of work on herself first.
Well, yes.
Seeing Scotty and Obrecht together this week, I want them to get together.
That was fun.
It was fun. And they both have that personality where they can carry the jokes and like kind of jab back and forth at each other. That would be a really fun relationship to watch.
Yes. Who else do we want together? To stay on that topic. Who do we not want together? Sam and Dante.
Oh, that was so weird and forced. She has never spent that much time around him in the entire time that they have both been on the show. But now she is hanging out in his room. I almost said hotel room. Hospital room. So weird. There's one thing if I want to check on you because my mom almost killed you and
stabbed you.
I need to hang out by your bedside all day long. No.
And I'm sorry, there is too much family overlap, and especially with, the fact that she and her mom have slept with the same guys, but then he's looking at his sister's sister, whose mom is also his dad, ex-lover.
You're making my head hurt.
Stabbed him.
You're making my head hurt.
Tried to kill him. Didn't try to kill him, tried to kill Franco, and then he got in the way.
Right.
But
which I don't understand why that matters. They keep saying it like that's a difference. At the end of the day, you were trying to kill someone.
Exactly.
That's all that matters.
Or why did you jump in front of Franco? Because that's the kind of guy he is.
Right. I feel like
it's Dante.
Even without the clicky pen, that's something that you would do.
Yep.
That's just, if you see someone in danger, you try to stop it. He does have that law enforcement and WSB background. Of course he's going to jump in front of danger.
Especially when, let's say that it wasn't even for Franco. He was doing it for Alexis.
Right.
To prevent her from doing that because he was protecting her. So I don't know why they keep asking all that.
Right.
So
sometimes they take the longest time to figure out something that's so obvious. And then in this case, they're like, oh, there must be a reason. No, you wouldn't think there was a reason. He was just doing what he does.
Right.
Very weird.
I was curious if this incident could possibly undo his hypnosis. I don't know how that works. I don't know how hypnosis works.
Well, he did remember it. Has he ever remembered it before?
I don't know. That's what I was wondering.
Oh, I don't think he has.
Has he been aware?
I don't think he has.
He didn't say anything. Obrecht looks good in red as she went to go see him and she was wearing a red wig.
Yes.
This whole mask thing
is really helping. Yeah.
Yep.
I still feel like she's very distinct though. Now that they're aware that she's not where she's supposed to be, I would not be around the hospital even with a wig and a mask.
Yeah.
You're going to get caught. The hospital is a weird place to propose.
I thought it was so good though.
It was so good, but not at the hospital. I would have preferred, I was going to say the floating rib, but I guess that's not an option.
Like, I have to do it now. I just had this great conversation with my mom. So Nicholas proposed to Ava, like formally proposed. But after he had just finished a great conversation telling Laura how he just wants to give Ava the life that she didn't have. Well, he had that conversation last week.
Where did he originally propose? He said it and she didn't answer him because it was like uneventful.
I think it was at Windermere.
Was it?
I think.
Okay. I'm trying to think where I wanted it to happen because in my head, not super romantic planned out, but a better spontaneous spot, which I know doesn't go together, but that's what I would have wanted.
Yeah. I don't know. I can't remember. It was only last week. How do I not remember?
I think it was I think it was
I think it was
Windermere.
Windermere when he was just like, do you want to be married for real?
They should have been outside somewhere in Windermere. Like,
Yeah.
going to ride the horses or something with like a pretty setting.
Yes.
That would have been better.
Or the parapet.
No.
Turn a bad thing into a good thing.
No. Someone might accidentally fall, and then it would be a whole different story. But anyway.
I did say it this week because I wrote how he wants to give her the family she didn't have growing up. Because I liked that line.
And Laura was very supportive from the get-go. I thought she was going to say, nah.
I feel like
Ava's
she asked
a little
him the
messed
right
up.
questions.
Yes.
To challenge his answers.
Right.
Maybe not challenge it, but to challenge his thinking.
Right.
And it wasn't a challenge. So,
yes.
And I think she saw that. And she was like, you deserve this happiness too.
Mm-hmm.
And thankfully, I mean, Laura's learned to like Ava a little bit too in the past.
Right.
So.
Yeah.
And I love that Ava came running to him.
That was cute.
Like, I want to say, yes, you asked me the thing before. So she like said it in a way that in case Laura didn't know.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, yes.
Yes.
I like that.
Right. And then he proposed. But they zoomed in on the wrong hand.
I did not notice.
They did. So
I did a lot of work while I was watching this.
I just happened to catch it because, if someone pulls out a ring, I have to pay attention. So he pulled out the ring, and whenever he proposed and she said yes, she took off her ring that she had already picked out and had on that hand. Remember, she picked her own engagement ring when they got married and slipped it on her other hand.
Okay.
And then he gave her the ring that he had picked out for her. But then she hugged him, and they zoomed in on her right hand instead of having her hug opposite way and zooming in on her left hand. So you still saw a huge diamond, but it was the wrong hand. Yeah.
Oh, look at you.
So, and it was a really pretty ring. So now I want to see the other one to see which one's better.
The one that he picked out in love is better.
Okay, which one I would prefer to have? Is that a better way of wording it? I like all diamonds. They're sparkly and pretty.
Okay, Marilyn, diamonds are Earl's best friend.
Yes, they are. Nobody else got diamonds. I don't know where to segue into something else.
I want to go back to Dante when he was talking to Maxie. I liked all of that when Maxie actually told Peter that if it hadn't been for Peter, Dante would not have been stabbed.
Right. She's waking up a little this week, which was nice to see.
She's not buying his excuses. He's like, but, and she's like, you stabbed my friends, my best friends, the actual legit best friends.
Yes.
Now ex-husband, but whatever. And how she talked to Dante about, why do you hate Peter so much? And, okay, is Nathan coming back? Is he coming back from the dead? Because we were talking about him so much. Oh my gosh, it's been 3 years.
Yes. I think that's why they were talking about him. I don't think they can bring him back.
I don't know.
He's dead. We had a body.
Love to see Ryan Payton.
Heck yeah. But he's dead. Maybe they can bring him back. That Nina and them were just talking about all the weird twists and turns of their family. Maybe he can have a twin brother that comes back. That would be good.
Yeah.
I just need to look at him.
But I just don't get why Dante is now talking to her about, are you dating him because he reminds you of Nathan? I feel like that would have been when they first started dating 3 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
He was still around.
Yeah.
I guess they weren't really dating, but they started hanging out more. Because Peter delivered James.
Yeah, but I think they were just being friends, and then they fell in love as time went on.
So and Dante was gone when they actually became a couple.
I'm pretty sure.
Okay. Then why wouldn't that have been the first? Well, okay.
I feel like Lulu would have said that, though. Friend to friend, what are you doing?
Yeah. But she liked Peter, so she wouldn't.
I guess so. That just felt...
And I guess Dante coming back from...
really quick. I don't feel like they gave Maxie the right amount of time to grieve over losing him before they moved on to Peter.
No. Well, especially since it would have been different if she had immediately after James was born fallen for him.
Right.
Because he delivered James.
Yes.
That's...
Right, that's an emotional experience.
Right, exactly. That's a deep bonding.
Right.
But like you said,
No, I did not like the way that played out even as it did. And I wanted Maxie to be the one that overheard him talking crap to Dante's grave, because that was just evil.
Nathan,
sorry. What the heck?
Oh, no. I think it's going to be so much better than Valentine did.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Valentine has too many secrets.
But he's
not going to tell her.
He will, because it'll make Nina happy. Because it'll be a secret that he hasn't kept, and it's protecting Nathan. I don't know.
I don't know.
That just came to me.
I mean, that would be good, and that would make sense for him to be able to say, look how honest I am.
I don't want her to have been the one to hear it, because that could have caused labor or I don't even know how far along she is. What'd she do?
I have no idea.
Okay.
I feel like they're going to have to kill him off, though, or send him away, like far away. Because if not, the storyline's not going to make sense. How is she going to co-parent with him?
I'm just really confused by Peter's behavior at the gravesite. So first, I mean, he stood outside of Dante's room listening to Maxie, not knowing that he was there, say all these wonderful things about him.
Right.
You know, she never once admitted or made it seem like Dante could even possibly be right.
Right.
You know, she was like, you're not right. You know, this is why I love Peter. And, you know, and it has nothing to do with Nathan.
Exactly. And that's what she said to everyone. That was her conversation later with Nina and them. I don't know why Robert's questioning him. I don't know why Dante's questioning him.
Yeah.
I know him. I know his heart. He's a good guy. So he got everything that he wanted. Why is he being a jerk?
Right. But he and Nathan, I mean, they didn't get along. They weren't like Finn and Chase, who are brothers. And
we'll find that out soon.
Seriously.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was hurt there when Nathan died.
Yeah.
You know, so I don't understand why he's at the grave being like, they're going to forget all about it. No, they're not.
No.
James is named after him.
Yeah.
That's not going to happen.
Right. There's a difference between moving on and forgetting.
Right.
And he should just be happy. They have moved on. Like I said, I feel like she moved on really fast from where anyone else would have been.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm just so over Peter. I hope everything comes out and we can just ship him away and then clean up Maxie's life with Nathan's hot twin brother that's going to come in.
Okay.
No, because that would be weird. She can't go from Nathan to Nathan's half brother to Nathan's twin. No.
No. I did like that Liesl has now made it Dante's mission, but she didn't click the pen, did she? With the Dante or Peter can't marry Maxie. Was there a clicky?
Oh, I don't know.
Because that's when she went to see him at the hospital.
Yeah.
And she was like, you need to.
I don't know if
Peter
she
doesn't marry.
clicked.
I don't know.
Oh, no. Now I feel bad I didn't pay better attention.
I don't know.
I know she did when she said protect Franco, and I know that when he flashed back, he saw all of that. But that's the only time I remember hearing the pen click this week. I don't know if she did it then.
I don't know.
Oh, darn.
Oh, darn. Why weren't we... Why do we have a thing tracking how many times the pen was clicked this week?
That would be a good idea.
Oh, shoot. I haven't been keeping track.
We need to be in sync of who's paying attention to what so we can answer each other's questions.
I know.
We seem to zone out at the same time.
We need to look at our checklist of stuff, too, and see if we're missing anything. Who was shot and who was stabbed and all this other stuff.
Right.
You know. I don't understand how Anna.
Okay.
She overheard Franco saying that he hears Peter's voice talking to Drew. And she's surprised by this?
She lives in a state of denial just because. Even whenever she was talking to Valentine, she was like, I want, like the way she was saying it, I want it to be set up this way because that's the worst it could be. And he was like, no, it could be so much worse. Why are you not understanding?
Right.
So much more could have happened. Like she's trying to pretend like it's going to turn out that they were both serving together or something.
Right.
Because he would have never mentioned being in the service. No.
I definitely feel like he would definitely have.
He'd be wearing his uniform around town.
Like he would be making sure that everybody knew.
Exactly. Especially with all the talk about Nathan and what a hero he was. There's no way that we wouldn't know that already. Yep. So she's just not accepting that her son that's not even her son is a creep.
I don't even know where to go with that.
Anna's just exhausting.
I did love when Kevin and Anna were talking and Liz came over and started to talk and Kevin's like, I'm going to go return some calls. Like, I'm just going to leave you two to it. They're not coming. Liz and Franco are no longer coming to the wedding.
Right.
Because of Peter.
Yes. I'm glad that Liz spoke up and said that, though.
Yeah.
Because sometimes she just kind of lets things go, and I'm glad that she stood up for herself and was like, yeah, no, your son's crazy, and we're not coming to that. So
she's
good
like,
for her.
I love Finn and Violet, but nope.
Nope, not happening.
Nope. And then Anna and Finn are trying to track down Liesl because they figured out that she
is in charge of everyone. She saw they saw the records that said that doctor treated her and Franco. And
Finn calling Britt to have him sign off on the extra overtime just to make a point of how ridiculous her new rules are. Okay, kind of funny.
It was funny, but I think that was more to get her to admit the whole Britt or the whole Obrecht thing.
Absolutely.
Which she should have caught on to.
Yeah.
I was distracted by her shoes in that scene. All her and someone else had shoes on that were not that like chunky heel like you used to wear, but still like a bigger chunky heel. And
in the 90s,
like,
guys, in the 90s, you know, like the big chunky black shoes.
Yeah,
I loved them.
Her and I think it was Laura maybe had them on. And I was like, what are they doing?
I don't know.
I don't know how you walk in these shoes. Yeah, they were almost identical. See, I can't tell you about clicky pens, but I can tell you about shoes and diamonds.
There we go.
I don't think that takes us into anything else.
Britt did tell Liesl that she believes her about Peter.
Yes.
Oh, I loved when Britt went to Scott's apartment.
Oh, she's like, do you have a boyfriend?
Yeah. And she's like, whose place is this? This is great. You know, and then Scott walks in. She's like, what the heck?
With his ranch decor. That was weird.
I don't know. I loved Liesl's top, though. It was like kind of paisley-ish, and I liked it. You didn't like it?
I didn't pay attention to it, see?
You pay attention to shoes, I pay attention to tops.
Okie dokie.
That worked.
Oh, we had said how come the interview was dropped about Florence, and then they clarified this week that Valentine told Martin to drop it.
Yep.
So thanks for reminding us what we had not paid attention to last week.
There's a lot that happens. We can't pay it. We talk about this. It's actually in our disclaimer at the end of the episode. We're not perfect.
No.
There's things that we're going to miss and mix. Whatever. Like my speaking.
Sometimes we forget how to talk, but don't mind us.
Yeah, you know, that happens.
Yes. So anyway, I was glad that they talked about that.
But I guess Jackie is going to be doing this story.
Right.
And she's going to put this all together.
And I'm glad that she's smart enough to say, oh, Bobby's not in town. Let me ask a few more questions.
Yeah.
Let's get together for a reunion. That will be so fun. That episode will be so good. I can't wait. Yay.
And she was very smart. Went to the hospital. Oh, I'm just visiting. Is my friend Bobby here?
Yeah.
Oh, she's working a private case in Vermont?
That's shocking. Yes.
So she sat down and talked to Jason. And she kind of,
she talked that whole conversation. The only thing he said to her, I think, was, excuse me, when the phone rang. And she said, oh, he does speak.
Yep. But she went toe to toe with him. She wasn't letting his silence and his stone coldness.
Right. Yeah.
Dissuade her from.
She's going to get what she needs to say out.
So he has been tried twice for murder, no conviction.
Okay.
Arrested countless times. Assault, suspected murder, suspect arson, just to name a few.
Thank you.
I went back, turned on closed caption, and was like, and what did she say? Because we joked about it. Like, how many times has he been arrested?
Right.
We don't even know how many times he's been arrested.
No.
But only twice for murder?
Okay, I was annoyed. Remember that time they had to move that body and stuff? Wasn't that part of it?
Well, it was when he married Brenda. That was for murder of...
I'm not going to remember. I'm sorry.
But you know what I'm talking about?
I do. And then I thought that one they had to move had something to do with him. Or was that just Sunny?
I don't remember.
It wasn't like yesterday, but it wasn't forever ago. They were worried about they were going to get dug up. The body was going to get dug up, so they had to move it.
Yeah, for Mike. It was for Mike.
Oh, okay. See, I thought that was what that was going to be.
No, it was Sunny, but Mike was remembering.
Yes.
It was the basement of Charlie's. And we have people right now yelling at us saying, he killed so-and-so. Don't you remember? Probably when you tell us, we will.
Exactly. We'll be like, oh, yeah, that's what happened. Thanks.
Or you know what? 5 minutes after we stop recording.
That may happen more than we'd like to admit.
Time.
So I was annoyed with Jackie, though, because she knew all that information about Jason. And then whenever she was talking to Scott, she was like, so what's all this stuff about your son, Franco? Why is there issues there? Really? That was national news. You know that was back in the day.
Trying to get Scott to share personal stuff.
I still feel like you would go into that conversation differently.
Right, because he was like a world-renowned artist.
Exactly.
That was on a murder streak.
Yeah.
It's all over the place.
Exactly.
She's a journalist.
Right. Because the thing that happened in the beginning, wasn't that out in LA or something like that? So, yeah.
Francophenia.
Yes. Thank you. Everyone's heard of it. There's no way she wouldn't know of it. Scott's not that dumb to say, oh, really? You haven't heard of this? Here, let me just tell you all this information. Right. So she should have led with, I heard such and such, and then he could have disputed whatever she said.
True. Okay.
She did it wrong. People don't forget that you're a reporter, Jackie. Come on. Are we going into Nina? Because I was just over her. And when are we going to give Avery back her necklace?
Seriously.
Carly needs to at least give her that other one that she had made.
Yeah.
That poor little girl is going to start crying soon. Can I have my Lucky Charm back?
All right, let's get into it.
How many times is she going to hold it up and put it together and lay it down and put it together?
Well, and first of all, It would have been a great shot if that's how she had originally done it on her
Glass, yes.
That would have been a beautiful, that's a beautiful shot that they took.
Yes.
Why wasn't that
But it lost all of its meaning because that's the 500th time that she's done that.
Mm-hmm.
You would hold it up. The second that she got it, she would have held them up in the air and saw they went together. You wouldn't have gone over to the bar and made sure that they fit. Yeah. And then this week, it was on the glass table. She finally put them both on. Like, they fit. How many more times do you have to keep doing it?
Carly finally thought about the fact that just because the necklaces match doesn't mean that Nelle's her daughter.
Right.
Why wasn't that her thought?
And they kept saying, if only there was a way to know. I was literally screaming at my TV, get a DNA test with Wiley.
Who?
She suddenly remembered was her grandson also.
In all fairness, like, Jax hadn't thought of it either.
Right. But he's a guy and they're just...
Yeah.
It's not his kid. It's not his grandkid. It makes sense that he wouldn't have gone there.
But I could understand her not getting it from the shock.
Yes. No, I understand her not getting it from the shock, but like going through those pictures, again, just because the kid's wearing that necklace does not mean that she's your daughter.
Right.
Maybe we could run a DNA test on the person that will tell you if she was.
And Jax actually admitted that he knew the whole time and that he just didn't want her to know.
Yeah. She was not happy.
Gone. He at least did tell her Nelle was already gone.
Right. He found out after the fact. Yes.
Perhaps he was trying to protect her a little bit there, is what he was trying to say to her.
Yes. But her point about her grandson totally made sense. Except for everywhere is putting out there like, oh, now is Nina going to fight for custody? Why would she get custody of Wiley?
Yeah, I don't know.
There's no way. Visitation, sure. And I don't feel like Michael would keep Wiley from her.
No.
He didn't have anything to do with keeping the secret. He didn't know that was her mom.
Jax.
Exactly. So I don't know. I really hope that's not something that they're going to turn to for sweeps or whatever of let's do a custody fight.
Seriously, can this kid just...
Can he just stay at home where he belongs?
Right.
Please. But again, I feel like it would be totally useless.
I did love that Valentine asked what the difference was between what he did and what Jax did, and Jax just did it with an accent.
Yeah.
And I'm like, it's true, though.
But Carly was like, no, Jax is a good guy and you're a jerk. That's the difference.
But I don't think Valentine's a jerk. He has jerky moments. It's because he has the name Cassadine.
Mm-hmm. Even though he's not a Cassadine, so...
But exactly.
Maybe he should change his name to, like, Smith or something.
He did it.
Not Smith.
Jax
that would be bad.
Same thing to ELQ.
Yeah.
He might not have done it to ELQ, but that's what he does. He's a corporate raider.
Right. No, he's a jerk. He's just a jerk.
With an accent.
On a business level. And Valentine does get a little more personal.
Okay.
Yes.
I don't feel like Valentine has a distinction between business and personal. I think he feels like they all go together.
Yeah, but they don't.
I cannot believe that Valentine actually said maybe Jax can keep her bed warm, Carly's bed warm.
I know.
He does not get petty like that.
Mm-mm.
Oh, did he?
Yeah. She smacked him and was like, get out of my restaurant.
So do you think that Nina and Willow are now going to bond over the fact that they've both lost children?
Oh, that would be cute.
After they knew. Like, they found out after the child was already gone?
Yeah, but unless they turn around and then say that Willow was her lost child, what's
I know.
the
I feel
point
like
of
that
it?
One's coming.
That's going to be the only way that would make sense.
Yeah.
Because why would they suddenly be friends?
True. Okay. I don't know.
Where is Nina living?
At the Metro Court?
Is she?
I don't know.
That's been a long time. Why does everyone live at the Metro Court? Okay. Because I was thinking maybe they could be neighbors now that Willow is talking about moving out of the Quartermains. I know Michael just told her to move to the gatehouse or whatever.
Yeah.
But that's a temporary thing, I would think. Right. So maybe they could be neighbors and like, let's share a bottle of wine because we're both sad. And that would get them into the relationship.
Okay.
But
I like it.
I don't know. Do you become friends with your neighbors at the hotel? That's so weird.
Does she live with them? I don't know.
Well, she doesn't live with Jax, and she left Windermere when she broke up. She has too much money to be homeless.
But we don't know where she lives.
Mm-mm.
Okay, let's give Nina an apartment.
Why is Kate's house still empty?
Oh, yeah, because Taggart's
not living there.
Now.
And I know Sonny bought it because of the connection and stuff, but really, you wouldn't... Why isn't Michael living in Kate's house?
Why aren't they letting Willow go live in Kate's house?
Yeah.
Why does she have to move to the boathouse?
Right. Somebody in that family should be living
Yeah.
in that house.
Maybe that's what Christina is.
Maybe. I don't think so. But maybe that would be
I
good.
don't know either.
Someone should be living in that house. There's enough adult
Yeah.
children that it would make sense that someone lives in that house. It's not just sitting there vacant. I don't know why I had to go off on that, but it's just absurd. Doesn't make any sense. Maybe Sam and Dante can move in there together.
Stop right there.
Okay. Nina, Maxie, and Britt. We should have talked about this before, but that was so cute with their little pact.
Yes, and I loved Britt's reaction to
everything. She was brutally honest. Well, Maxie says,
"Baby stealing it?" No,
right. And Maxie's like, "What can I do to make everyone happy?" And she's like, "Maybe not marry Peter.
Marry somebody else."
Yeah.
She was.
I liked that they could still form that friendship, but none of them were acting fake. Like, now that we're friends, I have to agree with you. No, that's not how it works.
Yeah.
So that was cute.
I did like that. And so Valentine visited Nathan also before he overheard Peter.
Yes.
And he brought flowers and he left coins at the top of the tombstone. And I've always wondered what that means because I've never done it. A coin left at a headstone this is from abc7chicago.com. They had an article, Memorial Day coins on tombstones of fallen soldiers. And it says, a coin left on a headstone lets the deceased soldier's family know that someone stopped by to pay their respects. If you leave a penny, it means that you visited. A nickel means that you and the deceased soldier trained at boot camp together. If you served with a soldier, you leave a dime. And a quarter is very significant because it means that you were there when that soldier was killed. Mm-hmm. You knew all this.
I did know this.
That's police family.
But that's not the reason that he did it.
Hold on.
Go ahead.
And Taylor says that the tradition became popular in the United States during the Vietnam War. It is believed it is a way to show respect without getting into an uncomfortable political discussion about war that is very controversial. Okay, so now tell me, why did he do it then? Because remember Nina told the story of she would always give her spare change to him when he was a little kid, and he would give it to everyone. Okay, that's what I was wondering. Yes. Oh my gosh, you remembered that? No, I did not remember that. You read somebody else saying it online. Yes. Well, thank you to whoever. Yeah, there was a couple conversations, or I would give credit. I read it several times, but yeah. Okay. That was why. And once I read it, I was like, oh, yeah, that did happen. See, but leaving stones on, or leaving coins on the tombstone is a thing, because there were other piles there. Yes, which maybe had been from someone else, but the stack that he left was like assorted coins. That's what I was wondering. Because did he just really pull all the change out? Because not for nothing, and we've talked about this before, the writers might forget family relationships and try to put them together, but they pay attention to small details like that. Yes. So I was like, and then I was trying to think, because I know that there was a quarter there. I was like, was he there when he died? Right. I'm like, he could have been at the hospital. Who knows? Yeah. But then I started to think, I don't remember if Nathan was actually a soldier. And I'm not saying that we should not do the same thing for our fallen. No, I'm pretty sure that he was, again, not just, but but he was an officer. Yeah. Yeah. So that's, do they do it for? I'm not 100% positive. Okay. So I can find that out for you for next week, but I knew it from the military connection. I didn't know what each coin meant, but I knew that there was a symbol. I'm not going to pretend like I knew all that because I don't retain that. Like, I knew that it was a way to honor. Yes. Because I've only ever seen pennies, and it would make sense for me to leave a penny at the tombstone of a fallen soldier. Right. I would not leave any of the other ones. Right. So that was interesting. That was interesting. And I like whenever they do pay attention to detail and pull stuff back together, because that was a cute story whenever Nina told it. Oh, I forgot about that. Yes, you were welcome to the Facebook groups that I'm on. Thank you, Facebook. See, Facebook has good things. Mm-hmm. Oh, totally just like a snippet. Why would Franco have told Cameron about someone trying to kill him, though? That was so dumb. And I understand he would have found out eventually, because I'm sure it's going to be splashed on the news or something. Mm-hmm. But he kind of walked in. That's why he told him. But the way he said it was so cavalier. Like, someone just tried to kill me. Who cares? I like Trina trying to talk him into getting a bodyguard. Yes. It's not that bad. It's cheaper than rideshare. Joss has a couple of them. It's really not that awful. Okay. Yeah. But yeah, I was annoyed by the way he said that. You wouldn't tell your kid something like that. Yeah. Like that. Okay, my thought on Cam this week, he looked a lot like Xander. Oh. There was a couple times that, like, the way that they looked, like, the way that they shot him. Yeah. I was like, they need to get Chad Brennan to just do, like, a ghostly, hey, I'm your father. There you go. Because he looks like him.
But would have to put Cam in danger for that to happen, and I don't think he needs to be in any more danger. He's already been kidnapped.
I was going to say, I'm like,
almost injected. Yeah. Let's let him go for a little while. I'll have to go back and look at the pictures, though, because no, I didn't notice the resemblance.
I liked Ava and Trina talking about her dad.
Mm-hmm.
I love how Ava talks to her.
Yes.
You know?
Yes, she's very good for her. She talks to her like a grown-up, but not with too much information. Because, again, she's only 18.
But she gives her grown-up advice.
Yeah.
You know, like, one day you're going to forgive him and understand why he did the things that he did.
Right.
But it's okay to be mad, right? And Portia even said, you know, they had a great conversation, too, about how can Taggart be both people.
Right.
And Portia said he can be both people. He can be your amazing father, but he can also be this detective that broke the rules.
Yep.
And the fact that he broke the rules in this one case doesn't mean that he was a dirty cop or a dirty detective or a bad person. You know,
One bad thing doesn't erase all the good, but you can't not acknowledge the bad.
It's the only time that he's ever done anything like that, you know, and I'm not saying what he did was right, because they all know that if that gets found out, everything gets undone.
Mm-hmm.
So is it really worth risking it?
Yes.
So I don't know. Back to Cam, though, at Kelly's, and Scott and Franco hanging out there. And he's like, well, I'm leaving the kid a good tip. He left him 20 bucks
he did.
for a cup of coffee.
That was nice.
My son's grandparents have done the same thing. They gave him $30 for delivering one pizza.
Oh, my gosh.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
And I told him, I was like, when you deliver to us,
you're not getting this.
That's not how much we're going to tip them.
Here's your $3. Have a great day.
Yeah. Hey, that light that you have going on in your bedroom, that heat. I'm just kidding. I actually would tip my son. The thing is, where he works actually doesn't deliver to us, so he has to go pick it up.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's awful.
I know. We found that out the wrong way because we tried to order to have him deliver to us.
Yeah.
We're all out of order.
Yeah.
We're not doing this
but that's okay.
for a while, I don't think. As long as they keep up like this, we're not going to have to.
Right. Everything is self-contained.
Yeah. But then Ava talked to Franco and said how she was worried all about him. And then she told him how that's when she figured out she does want to marry Nicholas.
Yes.
Was through talking to Franco.
Right.
And I loved it.
That was a very good friend moment and a good throwback to how they used to always be.
Yes.
Because Ava and Franco were really good friends.
They're awesome. I love the two of them together.
Yeah. We haven't seen that for a while.
No. So we do have a few things left.
They're all like snippets.
Yeah.
So we are finally running the DNA test.
Yes. Finn grabbed a bottle.
Mm-hmm.
Chase is really hanging on to this divorce and does not want it.
Which I feel like is weird.
Is it? I wasn't sure.
I don't know. I'm not a child of divorce, so I don't understand what all it does to you, but I don't know.
I can't imagine that it would be easy at any age.
No, but I mean, he's in his 20s. I don't know. My son was 21 whenever our divorce was final, and he could see the issues then.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't like...
But maybe that's the thing, is that they haven't been having issues.
Or maybe Chase just hasn't lived around them to see the issues, and so he's not getting it.
Yeah.
So I guess that could be it. But like, yeah, my girls still have a fantasy. Like if you talk to Emily, we lived together as a happy family like her entire life and then suddenly decided to get divorced. So I'm like, no, don't you remember those years on end that he didn't live with us because of the issues that we had? But my son remembers.
He wasn't living with you and you were pregnant.
Right. So I think we weren't together more than we were together. It's just a little. But yeah, my son was like, no, I see this isn't working. Neither one of you are happy.
Right.
He is in and out of the house. This is not healthy for the little girls. Yeah, you need to be done. So I would think, obviously, Chase doesn't have all those younger siblings to think of, but I would think that Chase has been in enough of a relationship to say, yeah, it's not worth it. If you're not happy, move on.
Well, and Chase went to Sonny's house
to talk about the police. Yes.
He's having a funeral. They're having a funeral, I guess, next week for Sonny.
Right.
And to let them know that the police presence is going to be more noticeable. Just
it's going to be a weird episode if they try to do Sonny's funeral opposite of wedding time.
Yeah.
It's really weird. Okay.
And so he talks to Willow for a second and tells her that he really misses her. And then he goes and sees Finn and says that Willow said they have more than a chance. She never said, okay.
We did not hear her say that.
And I had to rewind and I was like, am I missing? So I rewatched the entire episode again just to make sure my rewind also didn't skip it.
Yeah.
Why would she say something that significant off air?
I don't know.
Come on, guys.
No. And that's a huge thing.
That's huge.
Because we haven't seen that. Like, she stopped him with the kiss and said they needed to finish things with Michael first.
Right.
Now Michael's asking her to stay there.
Right.
Things are still way too complicated to tell Chase that you have a more than.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep, I'm with you.
Saying that was more than.
It's like a almost definite yes.
Yeah. It's.
Right.
Exactly.
Yeah. It's not that maybe that you give your kids. It's really a no. That's, yeah.
Let's just see how it goes.
Yeah.
Which is where it should be.
Right.
You know?
She shouldn't jump right back into Chase anyway. She needs to take some time.
I don't think she's going to.
I mean, I think she should stay with Michael, but if she's not going to, she should take some time.
Shush. She needs to be Nina's hallway roommate.
Right.
Hallway roommate.
Well, maybe that's what they can do is they can. So, okay, they need to live next to each other. Willow needs to come home, not like ridiculously drunk, but a little tipsy, ranting about how men suck and her lost baby and blah, blah, blah. And then Nina can intervene.
Nina also has to have that moment.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because of Jax and everything. And so then they can sit down and have their wine together and bond.
Yes.
Perfect.
Yes. They can both rescue each other and be like, guess what? You don't have to be in a relationship at all times.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that's how they can get through all of their grief over the dumb men in their lives to move on to the next one.
I like it. I like it.
Perfect. Look, we just wrote a whole scene. Boom, boom, boom.
We will take classes to become actual writers.
I can write the scenes. You just have to fix all my punctuation because I can't do that.
There's a couple websites that there's ways to do that.
Okay. Because that's where.
You don't even need me.
Oh, all right. Wow.
Look up Grammarly.
Okay.
Grammarly is the best.
Okay.
Sometimes it tries to correct you on things but no, it's awesome.
I wouldn't know if it was wrong because that is one thing I cannot do.
So when they're talking about the funeral, Michael's like, Dante's distracted since he's been stabbed. You think?
Right. Just a little.
That was really, did he just say that? He hasn't been distracted. He's been in the hospital.
Yeah.
Healing.
Right.
Thankful that he did not die of paralysis.
Exactly.
You know, lidocaine to the heart. Not something that you just bounce back from, I'm sure.
At least he remembered to mention Christina, though. He was like, I'll talk to Chrissy. And I think it's cute that he still always calls her that. Mm-hmm. So that's a good big brother moment, the way they do that.
So Laura straight up approached Carly and was like, you need to let me know where Jason is.
Yes.
And everybody, and that's where Jackie was going. She's like, this seems really out of turn for you.
And see, that made sense. Right. That was something 100%. That everyone should know. Yes. Yep, that's not Jason.
Yep. Well, and that's what most people have been saying.
Yeah.
And no one has said, I bet you it's Carly and he's just covering. For Jackie to say it, she doesn't know. Mm-mm. You know, whatever.
Right. I like that Jason gave her credit, though, and was like, this is not a move I would have made, but it has definitely helped out.
Yes.
Yeah. She knows what she's doing.
Yes.
So, and that was nice. That phone call was nice.
I was going to say, that was the best. That was the best moment of the week.
That was the best moment of the week, really? Okay.
Well, okay, not the week, but it made me really happy when Jason was like, we have to do something because it's not just one brother. It's not just Cyrus that this is affecting.
Right. That was very nice.
I am now totally in love with Michael E. Knight.
You're welcome.
I want all my children.
You're welcome.
I just need to go back and was he always like that?
Yes. I mean, no, but yes.
Because he's a bit of a jerk.
Right? He was a jerk. He was a player.
Tell me about that.
But he was one of those people that even whenever they were being a jerk, you still liked them, which I know is totally wrong, but you were rooting for his stuff to work out. Yes, exactly. Like he would totally be feeding someone lies and you would be like, that's okay, just kiss him. And then you're like, why am I saying that? Because he's a jerk.
Like, toxic relationship.
Yes, exactly. So what are they going to do if All My Children really does get to come back, though?
I don't know.
He can't leave GH.
I don't know. No.
Mm-mm. He'll have to play both sides as two separate.
To come to the rescue. I don't know.
Maybe that would be the perfect opening for All My Children, though, is to bring them onto GH first and have them cross back over to Pine Valley. Perfect. That works for me.
Ish.
Well, let's just call up Kelly Ripa and let her know. We have decided how this should work.
Is she going to be in it?
It's her and her husband that are rebooting it.
Oh, okay. Well, then, yeah.
So
I would
assume that they're
on it. That's where they're.
Yes.
See, I do know that.
They were so cute. Oh my God.
But yeah, so Jason had a burner phone delivered to Martin, so that he could call his mom.
I love the tone of your voice right now. You are so in love. It's adorable. And I liked that Florence was like, this place is nicer than where you had us before. The nurses are so much more attentive.
Yep.
Like, she was all over it. So
comfortable because
yes.
he is being taken care of.
Right.
That's all that matters. I was waiting for Cyrus to walk in.
yes,
And be
yes,
like,
yes.
Who are you talking to?
Right.
But
Yeah.
he didn't.
No, he's
So-
going to be
and
mad
I don't
whenever.
I don't think he's gonna tell him.
You don't think?
I don't know.
Oh, I think he will.
I don't know.
I think he's going to. I think he's going to. I don't think he's going to give details. I just think he's going to be like, FYI, I got to talk to her and she's
Mhm.
fine. Because
I got proof of life. I got proof of.
that's the one connection that they do seem to hold and be
Mhm.
on of they both care about their mom.
Yeah.
So I think he's going to share the information. We'll see.
And Cyrus presented Laura with a photo
And
of the family.
Then Martin comes along and totally calls him out and is like, I hope you know it's just a ploy to play with your emotions. Don't
Yeah.
fall for it.
Like, he totally tried to console her, but Cyrus is like, look, I'm making bunny ears behind my...
Right.
Okay, do you ever do this whenever you picture, like, adults as kids? You basically just picture their head on a tiny body.
I think we've had this conversation before. And no, I try not to because that's weird. And Cyrus is a child. No. No.
The Nintendo Wii.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. That's his me. His big head with that long hair. Shannon, have you been drinking this morning?
I haven't
What's
had a
in your-
drink in over a month.
What's in your cup?
It's water.
Huh. Okay.
But then Cyrus says that it was a picture before everything went wrong, and does that basically mean... Like,
I don't know because
how did Laura not get offended by the fact that he was
Well-
basically saying, before Dad cheated?
that's what my issue was with the whole thing. Because
Yeah.
he said, this is our family when everything was fine.
Right.
Which implies if your mother would have stayed away, we would have stayed fine.
Right.
But then Laura says, yeah, okay, you have a nice family or whatever. And he's like, but this is your family too.
Right. No.
Well, you can't have it both ways.
No. She's either the product of when everything went wrong,
Exactly.
like she's not when everything was fine.
Right. It's one or the other. You can't have both,
And
Cyrus.
it's
Nope.
not, hey, we have a bonus sister, which is awesome.
Right.
But I mean, he very much has very strong hateful feelings towards his dad
Mm-hmm.
about the Laura situation. He
Right.
obviously doesn't hate her, though, which I do give him
Right.
credit for, because
You,
a lot of people...
I mean, you shouldn't,
you
though.
shouldn't.
It's
No,
not
because
the
it's not
kid's
the kid's fault.
Yes.
Exactly. But...
Oh, my goodness.
I don't know where it came from.
Oh, righty.
Okay. I think is that it? I think.
You're missing Friday's cliffhanger, and then you're done.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Did not think about the fact that Nina might call Phyllis.
Yeah.
And that Sunny would answer.
Okay, but
She's not going to tell Carly because it's going to be her payback
yes,
for Carly not telling her about Nelle.
100%. Except for that scene was also very weird because you don't think she has Florence's cell phone number? Or not Florence. What's her name? Phyllis. Sorry. See, I mixed them up. Yeah, you don't think she has her cell phone number that she's going to call direct? Stop laughing about Cyrus. We are on to something new. Anyway, so she calls the bar and Sunny answers and she recognized that voice 100%.
Yeah.
And yeah, she's just not going to tell, which is so not nice because it's more than Carly involved.
Right.
It would actually be Wiley too. That's his grandpa.
Right.
So no, she's wrong for keeping the secret.
Not biologically. And if that's where she's going,
But you can't.
I 100% agree that Sunny is Wiley's grandfather. Like, that's Michael calls Sunny dad.
I feel like if she's going to say that she's grandma and she hasn't been around the kid for 3 years, you can't discount the fact that Sunny is grandpa.
Yeah.
Even if it's not biological. Even Nina, who is angry right now.
Right.
So I don't know how they're going to justify that. But yeah, I'm totally with you. She's not going to say anything because she's mad. They said again this week, let's go to the police station and see if there's any new missing people reports. And he's like, no, I can't go to the police station.
And also, Lenny's like, you're bipolar.
Right?
Okay, let's get back to the mental health thing real quick. You can't just diagnose somebody like that. Like, obviously, lithium was in his blood, so therefore he needs it. So therefore they started giving it to him again. I'm assuming, did they start giving it to him again?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, remember the
the doctor
doctor said, and that's
She's
why
gonna start on low dose and see how he goes.
and
Yeah,
that's why she was saying that he should stay there is so that they can keep checking on him.
Yes.
Right. There should be some kind of counseling. First of all, if you have no idea who you are,
Right.
and you're feeling these mood swings, and now they're telling you that you're bipolar, shouldn't they, not saying that Sunny would have accepted it, but shouldn't they at least have offered some counseling?
There should be some kind of like a caseworker.
Yeah.
And now he's like, how come people aren't looking for me? And Phyllis is like, how do you know they're not?
Right.
Why are we not doing an internet search for
Right.
missing men?
Yeah.
And then she could be like, oh, this guy. And here's the thing. Sunny is very open and honest about his bipolar disorder.
Exactly.
When we see missing people reports with people with mental health illness, or even just someone needs medication, it's mentioned.
Right.
50-year-old man went away wandering, family's concerned because they need medication.
Yes.
I feel like...
Right. And again...
especially where his son is the CEO of Aurora Media, why is Michael not using his resources?
Yep. And
why is Michael never working now?
And Dante is a cop. He's not saying something about make sure that they're telling everyone to run missing people through the database because that his fingerprints would be in there.
Right.
Whatever. They're going to drag it out however they have to drag it out to get the ratings, but I hope it's not forever because I'm over it.
Yes.
Maybe he'll come back next week at the funeral.
Okay.
Or memorial or whatever it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
That would be good.
That'd be good.
I could deal with
He'll
that.
walk in the church.
Yeah.
Like Brenda did.
Right.
Yeah. Brenda was dead.
Or maybe he'll wander into the wedding on accident. Where's the wedding being held? That would be good. That would be unexpected. Right.
Ooh.
That would be better. Like maybe he has some memories because he has a strong Catholic faith.
Yeah.
So maybe he has some memories of that faith and goes to the church to ask God for answers and walks into the wedding as they're doing the memorial service.
Yeah.
There you go. I like it.
What, they're doing the wedding and the funeral at the same time?
I mean, I don't know that they are, but aren't they saying both are next week because of, the memorial service because they have to get it done.
Yeah.
But isn't the wedding, I'm assuming the wedding's next week because they just keep talking.
About it.
Yeah. I don't know that we ever heard a date, so I just assumed it was Valentine's Day, which is stupid, but whatever. You can get married on other days other than Valentine's Day. How many weddings, we've discussed this, have they had on Valentine's Day?
Yeah.
Pick a different day.
Yeah.
I don't mean in general. You can get married whatever day you want. I don't care. But for the soaps,
it's predictable that it's going to be. Let's stop having weddings on holidays.
Right. Yeah, they don't have weddings.
Or St. Patrick's Day. Let's shoot for St. Patrick's Day.
I want to get married on St. Patrick's Day. That would be fun. It's Valentine's Day or Christmas or New Year's. That's the only time you can get married in the soaps.
Yep.
Yeah.
Franco and Elizabeth got married in October.
But they were supposed to get married.
Right.
Yeah. So.
True.
I'm over that.
Okay. So, yeah.
There you go. But yeah, I think that's everything.
I think so, too.
Now that I've decided how Sunny should come back, we're all done.
Yes.
Reality check.
So what have you got going on this week?
Oh my gosh, this week was cute. Okay, I was going to say it was boring, but it was like a good boring. It was Emily's senior night for bowling, and they had to give a speech about like how far they've come and what they're doing next and what they've learned and stuff. And she wrote the longest speech out of anyone and actually took time to write it. It wasn't like she wrote it up, in study hall or whatever. And you could tell that she put time into it. And she talked about, all the things that she's learned and the friendship that she's made and how much she appreciates the help that the coaches and everyone has given to her. And in her original speech, she thanked her family, her parents, blah, 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 which I was a little annoyed at because,
You're the one who does the heavy work.
Yes. I feel like if you're a split family, there is sometimes where you just want that little bit of extra recognition if you've done something. Maybe I'm wrong, but that's how I feel. So later I had done a Facebook post about how proud I was of her. And then she did a post again about how happy and grateful she was. But at the end, she specifically said, I want to thank my mom. And I was like, okay, thank you for recognizing that. So that was cute and exciting and whatever. I can't believe she's a senior. I think that's pretty much
I can't either.
it, though. Megan joined the archery team for ROTC.
Very nice.
Which is cute.
Very
so I'm
nice.
glad she's getting involved in something high school-ish so that she can make friends and do whatever.
You
So
can definitely shoot while socially distancing.
yes,
Yeah.
exactly. So,
Perfect.
and she's one of those girls that gets along with guys better. So this makes her mix with guys and girls. So that makes me happy. So the fire station, it's basically all men.
Right.
So,
Yeah.
which, not that that's bad, but
Right. Yeah.
it's good to get the mix of whatever. And trying to like even it out because she should talk about all the kids. Oh, tomorrow's the 100th day of school. So Madeline gets to wear like a cute shirt to celebrate the 100th day of school. That was all. She didn't really have anything exciting.
When did that become a thing?
I don't know. I feel like...
Okay.
Well, they did do it when Matt was little, which would have been, 15 years ago or so. And I only know because I remember, because I was trying to be such a cute mom then, I ironed on 100 smiley faces on a shirt for him to wear for the 100th day of school.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. So he did it. And I guess the other girls did too. But I don't know. I don't remember it being a celebration.
Because now they
for
dress
us.
kids up like old people.
Yes, the little kids dress up like 100-year-old people. Yeah. So Madeline did that too.
Yeah.
When she was in, I think that was kindergarten. And then last year, instead of celebrating the 100th day, they celebrated the 101st day. And all of the first graders were Dalmatian puppies. So I got to like paint a little face on her.
Cute.
That was cute. So, but we're back to 100th this time. So
interesting. Okay. I'm just curious as to when.
Yeah. It's not a very interesting week. But yeah, that's what my week was. How about you? You got to top that because mine was kind of boring. Oh, wait. I have not had Dr. Pepper in my house in 2 weeks. And I passed up a really good sale on them twice this week.
Good job.
And I've been remembering to take the Goalie vitamins better than I remember to take any other medicine.
Good.
Which
I
again,
give myself a reminder.
Oh, well, that's too easy. I don't even do that for my regular medication. But I mentioned that before. If you want to try them this week, they're giving 10% off, which is a good deal. So Pier54 podcast is the thing.
Cool.
Which there should be a link on it.
Yep.
So
yeah, we have a fun savings tab. We have some discounts and
yes, and we've said before we will not push things that we have not actually tried or that we or whatever. So I can't give a total review on them because I just started, but they're yummy enough that I'm actually taking them, which says a lot because I kind of am awful about that.
Very good.
Don't make that face because you've been all kind of mishealthy, so you should be able to roll right into mine is Dr. Pepper and taking vitamins, and you're like, I ran a 5K this week or something crazy like that.
I finished my 30 days of yoga journey.
See,
last Sunday, and I've been in a group. So I've been doing yoga with Adrienne. She's on YouTube. She's all free. She's amazing. I
have got to try that. I have not. You've mentioned it several times, and I still have not done it.
The best. I've tried to do yoga so many times, and I had one instructor that I really liked, but then her classes were very difficult for me to get to.
Okay.
And she did I did when I did TRX and all that stuff. That's where I went was to the studio. But the yoga classes were she only had 2 because not a lot of people did them.
Mm-hmm.
And I think one was, I loved going to the Friday night, but then there was a period of time where my ex was coming later for the kids. And I think class started at 6 and
he was coming at 6. Okay.
And I hate when I'm not here when they leave.
Yeah.
I will walk out the door right behind them.
Right.
But it's only probably happened a couple times.
Yeah.
He's had to come pick them up and I haven't been here. And so I happened to post about it on Facebook at the beginning of January, and a couple of my friends were like, I'm doing it too. And I was like, okay, can we do a Facebook group? And there's only 6 or 7 of us.
Oh, that's nice.
So we check in every day with each other just to say, hey, have you been doing it? And the best part is when we skip, we all support each other for skipping.
Right. Right.
But then one girl fell way behind in January, and it was last Sunday night. She's like, I still have to catch up. I said, or you just start fresh tomorrow.
Yes, exactly.
Because she did a custom calendar that was all new stuff in January. And then February, she actually had a new one. But February is basically, she picks her old videos and puts them together in a calendar, which I really like because you get to see her progress.
Oh, nice.
As an instructor. And I don't know if she knows that,
right.
When I watched the ones from her back in 2015 or whatever, and
that's cool.
She's kind of nervous, and she's just saying,
right,
certain things, and now she's awesome, and I get absolutely nothing for saying this.
Right.
There's no link, there's no nothing. Just go on YouTube. Yoga with Adrienne. It's only 1 N, but she's awesome. It's free. She has a great community. Her whole premise is find what feels good.
Oh, that's awesome.
So, and the thing I like about her the best is she's very much, it's a process. It's a practice.
Right.
You don't have to do all these super challenging moves.
Mm-hmm.
And as she's instructing you, she'll say, and if you have to do it this way, that's fine too, but she gives you the adaptions and tells you how to. Yeah. She's very, very, I feel like she's very supportive of no matter where you are.
I need to try
This
it.
is for you.
I need to try it. Madeline and I, for just a couple of days, we're getting up together and doing yoga together. And so I need to start that again.
Yoga with Adrian.
She will like that.
And she has a ton of playlists. And so like she'll have like basics and
Yeah, that's where I am. Basic. Not Madeline. She could probably do the most
but she goes back
advanced.
to basics. That's the thing. Like you have to go back to basics. And she teaches you how to check in on your body.
Yeah.
Because that's the thing that I always struggled with because I would try to go to the big gym
Right.
yoga studios I belonged to LA Fitness for years and I would try to go to their classes, but the instructor's not paying attention to you. They're not.
Right. They're just telling you, do this, do this, do this.
Right. Exactly. And that's the thing that I liked about the studio that I did go to that I liked was because she kept the classes smaller. She paid attention to people.
Mm-hmm.
And she knew, so like I have issues with my hip and my knee. And she'd be like, okay, you're going to want to do it this way, but never said it in a way that made me feel less than.
Right.
And that's how Adrian does too. So
that's being all healthy. See, I knew that you could outdo me though.
And so I've been doing really well I just finished the 30-day clean eating, but then we had pizza last night and it was the first time that I quote cheated, but I'm really focusing on making it more of, okay, that's fine. I had pizza last night as a treat, but that doesn't mean that today I also have pizza.
Yeah.
Today does not mean I get to have all the bad things. It's yesterday was yesterday. Today I'm back to had my shake, had my protein shake with, all the good stuff in it, and we're having chicken quinoa bowls tonight for dinner.
Very good.
So, yay. That was weird. That was a weird reality check, but okay. Oh, and it was official. I got an official email from my company that I earned the Honor Society Award this year.
I saw that.
2020.
I saw that and I tried to be really nice to you and then I realized that I need to pay attention better. I was at Sam's Club and they had a Baby Yoda blanket and I was like, oh, Shannon would love this, and she just got whatever, so I bought it. And then after I bought it, I was like, Shannon got a Baby Yoda blanket for Christmas. I know she did. So
I did.
So no, I thought of you, but it didn't work out because I should have thought beforehand.
It's okay. It really is the thought that counts. That's very sweet. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Aw.
No, not all, because it didn't work
I
out.
expected to know everything that I have in my house.
I went back and looked at your Christmas pictures.
Look at you.
I did. I was like, I think she has this, and it wasn't the same, but it was similar. And I was like, everyone likes blankets, but no one needs 2 Baby Yoda blankets. So no. Okay, no.
I just gave her a look like,
No.
I appreciate that. That's very sweet. Thank you.
Yes. So my nephew is obsessed with Baby Yoda also. So Val was like, I'll pay you for it. And I was like, okay, good.
Done.
Here you go. Thanks. Sorry.
Nice.
So, but I was super excited for you. And then,
Well, thank you.
no, that's a huge achievement. Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
I am.
I wish I had
I struggle with.
You are awful at taking the recognition that you deserve. And you did awesome to have earned that. I wish I had a house for you to sell, or I could buy one or something to help you along with that. But yes, good job, Shannon. Yeah, you get the gold star for the week. There you go.
I thought I was going to go to Jason for sending Martin a phone.
No, actually, I liked him just not saying anything to Jackie better. That was my favorite Jason moment for the week. But
yeah, so join us on Thursday as we talk about Monica's lovers.
She has quite a few.
She does.
Yeah.
She does.
I hope your week is as good as hers. No, seriously. Have a good week.
And we'll meet you at the pier.
Bye.
Bye.
If you enjoyed today's show, we invite you to go to peer54podcast.com to subscribe on your favorite platform. Don't forget to leave us a review.
And you can also follow us on many social media channels. Just search for Peer 54 Podcast. Also, we are not perfect, so if there is something that we missed or messed up, just let us know by emailing us at peer54podcast@gmail.com.